This story is called Geometry Soup. Once upon a time, there was a small village in a forest. There was a lot of little children in that village, and they were very happy. They played lots of games, and they were all nice to each other and got along very well. But they liked to tell scary stories. Their favorite story to tell each other was the story of the mean, nasty, most horrible monster that lived just on the other side of the forest. They called it Scabatterbub. Scabatterbub, as the legend goes, was a big, sharp-toothed, hairy, stinky, smelly monster who loved to eat anything in its way. It would eat old shoes. It would eat little trees. It would eat kids' bicycles. It would even eat squirrels and pet dogs. It was mean and nasty. And once, they said, it even ate a child. Everybody was so scared. But then they all laughed because they knew it was just a story. But one day, they all decided to go off on a little hike in the forest. And they found themselves on the other side. And you know what? They ran smack dab into the scariest, stinkiest, furriest, toothiest giant monster. Ah, they all said. The legend was true. Oh no, it's gonna eat my hat, cried one of the children. Oh no, it's gonna eat my little doggy, said another. Oh no, what if it eats all of us? Said another kid. But then the big, bad, scary monster opened its mouth and said, "Hello." Whoa, they were so surprised. They'd never heard of monsters that could speak. They thought monsters just made awful noises like grr, grr. But this one seemed to be able to talk normal. "Hi, my name's George," said the big monster. "Wow," said one of the kids. "Wow, neato," said another. "George, you look like a scary monster, but you seem kind of nice," said another kid. And George said, "Oh yeah, I'm very nice. Why would you think I wasn't?" "You mean you don't eat smelly old shoes and tires?" said one of the children. "You mean you don't eat small animals and big trees?" said another one. "No," said George. "I only eat geometry soup." "Geometry soup?" said the children. "What is that?" "Oh, well, it's soup full of all the different shapes in the world. Rectangles are my favorite. They taste so good. But when I run out of rectangles, I like a triangle or two. Sometimes I'll eat a square, and if I have to, I'll eat a circle. The rectangles are the best. Sometimes, though, I get a little bored of those, so I'll eat a pentagram, or sometimes a hexagram. Sometimes a trapezoid if I'm really feeling crazy, but that kind of scratches my mouth." And everybody was just awestruck. "I only have heard of a square and a circle. What are all those other things?" "Oh, let me show you." And he took them over to his cave, and there was a big, big, big pot of soup cooking. And he had a big ladle and he pulled out the ladle, and inside were all sorts of interesting looking things. There were things that looked like a square but had extra sides to it. There was another that looked like a square but was kind of extra pointy and jaggedy on the corners. They'd never seen so many shapes. So George taught them the names of all the shapes. And then they got a little bit tired and said, "We got to go home." And George said, "Okay, but anytime you want to come over and have some geometry soup, just let us know." And the kids all went home. And that night, when they went back to their own houses, all of them asked their parents, "Mom, Dad, can you make geometry soup tomorrow?" The end.
What did parents say? What? Geometry soup.